I want to thank Toronto for raising me to love movies.
Hello,
Everyone has a big imagination. All of us do.
This is exciting. My first film to premiere here at the Toronto Film Festival. It's an exciting night.
You are the most globally exciting festival in the world.
As a parent, you realize there's stuff out there that can be painful to everybody, and it's right there if you hit a button, and it's a rough thing to watch as a parent. You just pray that you're doing everything you can to make sure your kids and your life and your family, you protect them from going that way.
Everyone has to figure this stuff out. You know, like this has only been around for about 5 years. I got my first smartphone when I was 15, which was 5 years ago. I'm 20 now. I think in like 20 years, everyone will have a better grasp on how technology is changing our lives. But right now, it's so crazy how much it's changed things, and it's been in such a short period of time. That's why it's so difficult right now, and there's a lot of problems and, you know, photo leaks and hackers and all this crazy stuff going on because people don't know how to protect themselves. People don't know how to handle themselves, and parents obviously don't know how to handle their kids or raise their kids with this because it's so new.
For me, for example, I am known as the aunt that sends the best care packages to camp, and my only requirement is that I have to get a real letter. So I just have become like the old school fogey auntie who just like will bribe for actual connection.
I don't think we know either. I think we're kind of clueless on how to use it, and my friends are too. Like, we're just always on it, always on our phones, always on the computer, and I think that we don't know. And I don't think anyone knows yet. I think that's what he was saying, like 20 years from now. And it's sort of scary. It's scary for me. Like, I catch myself on my phone all the time, and it's kind of scary. I don't know.
Even, I remember like our last scene that we did together, I didn't quite understand why you wanted me to be so scared, because the transgression hadn't landed on me, the actress. You know what I mean? And I saw the movie, I'm like, of course I should have been scared. Thank you, Jason. But you were just keeping the whole perspective, which is a really hard thing to do. And we come in and we're this part of it, you know, this one little part, and you're putting it all together. And
I think we did too. We set out to adapt it. A lot of times when you're adapting something, it's broken and you're trying to fix it. And in this case, it spoke movie so much to us that we just went in and did the book without even almost figuring out how to do it, and it came to life. I don't think we cut any characters or any storylines.
No, I think there's certain parts of the book that get rougher in a way that a book can be rougher. There's something different between reading the words and actually seeing the visuals. You only need to see so much before you feel something. And there was a couple characters that we had to trim down in the edit purely for time, and that actually kind of broke my heart because I loved their roles and I loved the actors who played them.
It was everybody involved. When Jason talked to me about this, I read the script and I also read the book. But when I read the script, I couldn't put it down. It was so riveting and upsetting, and I would tell Jason, this thing gives me such a stomachache. I'm having a hard time wanting to be in it, and just every character in there, what they go through and where they end up, and I just was so nervous about it, and I guess I was the thing that made me the most nervous is my kids seeing this movie one day, and knowing that just how painful this movie is, and but I love Jason, and I've been wanting to work with him for a long time, and we've been talking about doing stuff, and this was he guided me. He gave me my security and told me everything would be fine. I was all over the place when I read it, and then everybody else in the movie I wanted to work with them also.